My name is Jane Frankland and you are watching the Jane Frankland TV show, and you are at the right place if you work in cybersecurity. Now, today I'm going to be answering a question, and this question comes in from Kevin, who's a CISO, and he's also taken up some small advisory roles, and he is doing some mentoring and some live events as well, so basically giving back. Well done, Kevin. Thank you so much. Anyway, Kevin's question is this: how do you manage to juggle everything while still having time for a life and giving to your family? Great question. So this is a question I get asked quite a lot of the time. And what I'm going to go through, I'm going to give you a whole load of answers and some steps. So these are things that I use to help me get through all of the stuff that I get through. So step number one is this: be kind to yourself. It's the first thing that you have to do. There is so much going on in our lives today. This time, the time that we live in, has never been as busy as it is. There are so many things coming at us. We are required to give so much of the time. We only have 24 hours in our day. We work in a global marketplace, and many of us, certainly from a leadership perspective, are traveling around not just the countries that we live in, but the world. And many of us have families. So there are a lot of pressures on us. And that's why I say the first thing to do is actually to be kind to yourself. And often we forget to do this. We're rushing through life trying to get it all done and be the best and achieve these things that are impossible. So be kind to yourself and start going easy on yourself and start actually telling yourself you did a good job. So step two is to become super vigilant about what you say yes to. So often for many of us, we like to help, we like to give, and it's very easy to say yes to too many things. Particularly, I think, if you're a people pleaser as well. So start being really vigilant about what you're saying yes to, because what you say yes to, you're saying no to something else. And with a career and with a family, you need to be vigilant about this, because you have only so much time, but you also have so much energy as well. And you need time not just for your career and your family, but also for yourself. So start becoming vigilant and start saying no to more things. So step number three is to become organised. So there are loads and loads of tools that can help you become organised that you may be using or you may know about. Tools like Asana or Trello or Slack or Monday. And I don't use any of those tools. I actually am really old school. I just use a pad and a pen. And every single day before my next day starts, I literally draw a line down my page, and one side is for family and the other side is for work. So I then put down all of the things that I need to do, and then I grade them ABC. It's usually ABC. Sometimes there's a D in there, but very rarely. ABC. A's are the things that I have to get done. B's are the next thing. And C's are, well, if I get round to doing those, fantastic. That's brilliant. And then I look at those in terms of the main projects that I'm getting done, and understanding that sometimes your family is going to take priority, sometimes your career is going to take priority. They're going to shift, and that is okay, because you can't have it balanced because you're a living, breathing person. So step four is this: kind of builds on these things. All of these steps build on one another. You've got to make space. You've got to make space for what it is that you need to get done, want to get done, and the only way that you can do that is actually by doing an audit. So look at what is going on in your day. Look at everything, and then you can look at the time that you're spending, and then you have to do the next thing. This is step 5. I think it's step 5. But it's the next step, and that is to do a detox. So once you've done your audit and you've looked at everything that's going on in your day, the whole thing, both work and also family life, you then have to get rid of What is not serving you? What can you free yourself of? And that could be just now, and you could open it up later or come back to it later, but you've got to get rid of some things, because there's only so much time in the day. So the only way that you're going to free up some time for the things that you want to do is by doing that. And this brings me on to my next step. I think it's step 6, is to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined when you're doing all of this, because unless you treat this with respect and with discipline, then you're not going to move forward. So you have to understand why you're doing it and then be committed to it. So like most things, change is hard. We work very hard to maintain the status quo. Even if we want to change, we work very hard to maintain the status quo and to not. There's often so much resistance around change. So the way that I look at this, and this helps me, is I think of it as a dance. I know that I've got to build new habits, and that's going to take time. It may take 21 days, it may take longer. There's no set number of days to how long it takes to change and create new habits, or rituals even. But I treat it like a dance. So I know that when I learn how to dance, I'm not going to be able to do it right. I'm not going to be brilliant, and I'm not going to get it perfect and do it right the whole time. I'm going to trip over my feet. I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to mess up, and then I'm going to have to start again. But I know that if I persevere with this and I have the discipline and the commitment to learn the dance and get good at it, I'll keep trying. I will get better. So practice makes perfect. And so that's all I've got for you today. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, and you're watching it on a platform that has a thumbs up or a heart, I can't even do that sign, but just let me know that you have enjoyed it. And if you have any more tips, then contribute. Leave a message, leave a comment in the box below. And if you want to know about me and what I do, if you want help with one-to-one coaching, whether you are a CISO or whether you are an entrepreneur and you've got your own business and you're starting up or scaling it, or you're a woman in cybersecurity, or you want to be, then get in contact and find out how I can help you. So that's all I've got for today. Have a great day, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.